Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be giving 2 suggestions as to how to make Marvin the Martian a better fighter in Multiversus. Marvin is a character who was released in the previous year as one of the assassin classes. However, despite being a few months old, you never really see him in any tournaments, whereas you see plenty of Ricks, Mortys, Supermen, hell, even Gizmos. So after doing some thinking, I thought of some ways to improve everyone's favorite goofy genocidal maniac, both of which are based around the UFO he's able to summon and the subsequent missile he's able to fire from it. Like many abilities in Multiversus, the UFO has a cooldown. Once you use it, you have to wait before you can use it again, though the wait can be diminished with the right perks. I tend to play the game on an Xbox One controller, meaning to activate the UFO I have to press Y and up, and in order to redirect the missile, I have to tap the Y button without any directional input. So that will be the basis for when I discuss the button inputs that I think should be added or altered when it comes to using this item. The first major problem I think comes with the attack is that the firing of the missile is on a timer. That being, once you activate the UFO, even after the preparing animation is finished, it takes a while for the UFO to aim at you and fire its rocket. Compare that with, say, Bugs Bunny's safe attack, where you have the option of planting a target on the ground and after a few seconds the safe lands in that spot, or you can activate it in the air and it immediately lands after the animation is complete. I think a simple way to make this more interesting would be to have the UFO target you while its opening animation is starting. The direction of the cannon doesn't have to follow you, it can continue its animation, but while it's doing that you can press the Y button and the UFO locks in that direction, regardless of where Marvin the Martian is during the rest of the animation. This means you're able to focus more of your time and mental energy on other attacks as opposed to babysitting the UFO's cannon. The other issue I found is redirecting the rocket, which only redirects on the horizontal axis. Now that's perfectly fine when the rocket is firing parallel to the ground and you just want to turn it around, but if you ever needed to head towards an enemy who's lower than the rocket, you're kind of out of luck. There's no easy solution to this, as pressing Y in a directional button results in different attacks that don't change where the rocket's trajectory is headed. Now, pressing Y and a directional input at the same time leads Marvin to doing different attacks. However, for the duration of when he presses Y and the missile redirect animation is happening, it would be nice if you could press a directional input and send the missile down at that direction. It would have to be a very quick input, which requires very quick thinking, but for something that would improve top-tier playing, I think top-tier players would be able to achieve that. Maybe if you're in the air while using that move, Marvin temporarily is suspended in the air until the input is made or the animation is finished, which would thus prevent that directional input from affecting where Marvin is heading due to gravity. With these 2 changes, I think top-tier players will be able to more effectively use Marvin and his arsenal, perhaps being able to deceive other top-tier players into where the rocket is headed, and then steering it back on them when they least expect it. The arsenal of attacks for the Multiversus fighters are all very unique to each other, and Marvin is obviously no different. A lot of care was put into ensuring that each of his moves have some reference to the shorts and movies that he's appeared in over the years. But as far as strategy related to the attacks go, I think it could be that much more better, and I think these suggestions would better ensure a higher skill ceiling Marvin play. In any case, I hope you enjoyed the video that gave you something to think about and otherwise entertained you. Take care.